Welcome to Liverpool, where people from all across the globe have gathered for the best music competition in the world.
That's right, all this week will be your guides to the glitz, the glamour and of course the music.
Thank you so much.
37 countries have entered this year, but only one is going to win it all.
Could May Muller do it for the UK?
Let's find out together, because Eurovision 2023 is here.
And so are we.
Hello and welcome to The One Show live at Eurovision with Alex Jones.
And Ronan Keating. We are live all week in Liverpool, who are of course hosting on behalf of last year's winner, Ukraine. And do you know what? The city have gone all out to create an incredible atmosphere. You can really feel the buzz here. It's honestly, it's brilliant, isn't it? And it's only Tuesday.
Look at this new set.
It's fantastic.
Now, the arena is right there behind us, next to the River Mersey, and all the big names will be dropping by tonight. The amazing Sam Ryder and Eurovision legend Graham Norton will bring us the very latest news from backstage.
And we also have two spies camping out in the arena. Rylan and Scott Mills are basically living in their commentary box this week, so they have everything you need to know about tonight's first semi-final, which people are arriving for as we speak. You should see the outfit, isn't it?
Amazing.
Fabulous.
Oh, look at Rylan's outfit. Where's his shirt? Now, as we said, the One Show's here all week, including on Saturday, counting down to the Eurovision Grand Final, when the winning country will be given this.
Go on.
There it is, the Eurovision trophy. Lots of acts will be trying
to
win
now.
this little beauty right there.
Gosh.
Look at that.
It is a beautiful trophy, isn't it? Now, does this bring back memories of 2009? I hate to bring it up.
Well,
Didn't you write a song for Denmark?
Thanks very much. Yes, I did. Thank you for that.
So this is the song here.
Yep.
Who won then that year?
Norway.
Norway.
Don't gloat. Stop
Norway.
it.
But at least you've got it now, look.
This is as close as I'll get to it.
Hold it aloft. Let's see what it would look. There you go. There it
Thanks,
is.
Al.
Tonight we'll also be talking to film star Will Poulter about how he was painted as gold as an Oscar statue for the new Guardians of the Galaxy. Plus, we'll bring you the moment when the coronation dish you voted for as your winner, Adam Handling's majestic chicken pie, got the royal seal of approval at the weekend's coronation big lunch. Delicious.
Yes. Now, there are 37 countries who are hoping to take this trophy home, and they've been rehearsing some incredible performances to try and win your votes.
Yes. Now, we've had backstage access, haven't we, like no one else this year. And we sent Owen Wyn Evans to see the cutting-edge technology that will make this year's song contest look like nothing you've ever seen before.
37 acts will take to this stage to compete for the Eurovision trophy. And there's a lot of technical work that goes on behind the scenes to make sure everyone gets their best shot.
For months, crew have been rigging the auditorium here in Liverpool, and today is the first day of stand-in rehearsals.
The stand-ins are all local performing arts students who learn all of the moves the acts will perform perfectly, so all of the technical elements can be rehearsed ahead of time. Oh, hey, you three.
Hi.
That was amazing.
Aww.
And you were singing there on the stage, but that wasn't in English. So did you have to learn it phonetically, or how does that work?
So you want to get it as close to how it's going to be when the artist is on stage. So we've been studying the lyrics so we can try and get all the right mouth shapes so that it's as accurate as possible, which has been a real challenge.
Oh my gosh.
Chris Saunders makes sure each act has the wow factor, using cutting-edge technology to give the performances a distinctive look.
This is screens controlled. There's 5 moving towers which are 10 metres high, 4 metres wide. They can rotate and they can move upstage and downstage. The idea is that you create a space that they can do as much or as little with as they want.
The floor is essentially a massive screen as well, isn't it?
Yes, the floor and the walls interact with them as they're performing.
And, as a collector of stage lights myself,
one of the things I'm loving seeing the most are these hundreds of moving headlights that are here in the arena. Now, these are timed perfectly to the beat of many of the songs. They change colour, they move, they're fab.
As each performer takes to the stage for their big moment, One thing they will be relying on is excellent sound.
After all, there's no use hitting your top notes if no one can hear you.
Robert Edwards is the head of sound for this year's competition.
What a title. That sounds like a lot of responsibility.
It is a big responsibility. There are 400 sources coming into this truck. That includes all the singing microphones, but then you've got to think about the audience microphones. We've got 24 microphones just to get all that reaction, along with things like the sound effects that are being played. Every time there is a graphic that appears on the screen, we automatically trigger a sound effect to go with that.
Welcome to Monitor World. All the audio signals, everything arrives here. This area here is where they're playing back all the tracks. They synchronise the lights, the screen content, all together.
Wow, so really, this is the heart of Eurovision.
If this system here stops working, the whole show stops working.
Gosh.
For the artist to get the right microphone, there is a system. It's not glamorous and there's queuing involved.
They have to stand in the right boxes, then they get the right microphone, they get the right in-ear monitoring.
So in-ear monitoring are earpieces that each
Yes.
performer wears, so they're not hearing sound from speakers and it's isolating the sound then,
Yes,
isn't it?
they can hear little clicks which help them with the tempo, but they can hear their own voice essentially on stage as well. But there's one final room that nobody ever gets to see. Before they go on the stage, they come in here and they can do a private 20 minutes just to get their sound right. We're really keen that they actually are happy before they go on the stage, that the sound is as good as it possibly can be.
All being well, you won't notice any of the crew on the big night. And considering 161 million people watched last year's broadcast, the pressure's really on the technical team to get everything right, seamlessly blend into the background and get on with the show.
Makes you excited, doesn't it?
It looks incredible.
Amazing.
Thank you, Owen. It's going to be incredible. Now, in a moment, Graham Norton and Sam Ryder will be here, but first, Scott Mills and Rylan are in the arena for a live look at the stage. Oh, you lads, looking well. Good to see you.
How are you?
Hi, both.
Hi,
I mean,
babes.
it feels like you two have been here for about 3 months already.
No, it feels like it to us as well. It really
We
does.
were considering bringing a sleeping bag. We did not go to the hotel at all.
Guys, tell us, what was your reaction when you first saw the stage?
Oh my goodness, we were just so taken back. I mean, to add to that, the first time we saw the stage was on stage with the now King and Queen. So just a little bit more pressure when they came and visited and turned it all on. But it just looked so impressive. And me and Scott, you know, we've worked on Eurovision for a fair few years now. We've seen some stages, but this one really does look unreal.
It's incredible. And also, this city is the perfect place to hold.
Liverpool's
There's
amazing.
such a buzz in anticipation of tonight's semi-final. It's going to be a good one.
Isn't there just? Now, your first big job tonight, so you're commentating, the pair of you, on the first semi-final. Now, some people, Scott, won't realise that there's this process before you get to the big night on Saturday.
Yeah.
So tell us all then how it works.
Well, I always try and think of it like sport. We're not into sport.
No.
But this is our sport. And I'm guessing really in sport you wouldn't just go straight to the final. There'd be processes like quarterfinals and semi-finals. So it's exactly that.
Is that why it's called a semi-final?
That's why it's called a semi-final. And a lot of countries will be in this semi-final, and then that's the end of their Eurovision experience. They'll go home. So you'll see 15 acts perform tonight. 5 of those will go home by the end of the show. The reason for the semi-finals is because if all the countries were on Saturday night, the show would be about 9 hours.
3 years.
Now, Rylan, you've been spending time with the UK entry, May Muller, this week. How's she doing, and when are we going to see her perform?
She is doing absolutely amazing. She's such a great girl. The song's looking great. The staging is looking fantastic. We're actually going to see a clip of May's performance in the second semi-final on Thursday, but we're part of the Big Five here in the UK, so we get an automatic entry into the grand final. So the full performance you're going to see from May is on Saturday night at the final. But as Scott was saying, you know, it's just been so amazing. Liverpool have welcomed her so well, and everyone just loves her.
And one of the things that we all love about Eurovision over the years is the outlandish performances, the outfits, all of that.
Yeah.
Who should we be keeping our eyes on tonight then for that sort of thing?
Going to need a lot of eyes.
There's a lot going on tonight,
Yeah.
including a man in kind of luminous
bolero.
green bolero, bare-chested.
Yeah, a lot of bare chest tonight.
Yeah, there's
Some here.
some. Oh yeah.
I keep forgetting.
There's an act whose backing dancers look exactly like Rylan does this evening.
They've got fake white teeth in and slick black hair. So, and just watch out for Finland's backing dancers. That's all I'm going to say.
Right,
I take it as an homage. So.
And also, there's a lady from Sweden in what looks like a giant toasty machine.
Lovely.
Okay, can't wait.
I can't wait
we
for
got a
that.
little gift for you.
Well, you have, and you've gave us a lovely gift.
Yes.
Come over here.
Yeah.
I'm going to point to this. This is Gemini, our entry from years back. This is the only point, unfortunately, they got.
Yeah.
But we love them dearly, and we say justice for Gemini. But it gave us a fault, didn't it?
Yeah, so basically we would like you to send in your photos to the One Show of you getting all dressed up for your Eurovision party, and we might stick you on our commentary
You could be
wall.
on a wall with Gemini.
Send them in, guys.
The Wall of Fame look. Hey guys, good luck with the show
Thank
tonight.
you.
My
Good luck,
goodness. It's live 8 o'clock on BBC One and on iPlayer. They
And
look
now-
like they're having the time of
I
their
know
lives,
they do,
don't
right? And now let's welcome two more stars of Eurovision. Grand final host Graham Norton. And the reason we're hosting on behalf of Ukraine, it's Sam Ryder. I mean, here they are, the kings of Eurovision.
Well, he's
Have
the
a right,
man.
everybody. Here they
He's
are.
the reason, yeah.
It's great to see you both. Amazing. Now, Graham,
Yes.
you are presenting the big event on Saturday. You're commentating as well. How are you feeling now that you're actually here? You're in Liverpool. It's happening.
It is crazy that it's in Liverpool, and it's sort of, what's great is out in the streets you're in Liverpool and the excitement and the banners and everyone's going mad, and once you're in that arena though, you're just at Eurovision. You're just in that Eurovision bubble, isn't it? I love it.
Now, we're hosting on behalf of Ukraine this year, which takes on extra importance, doesn't it?
And I think they've done, people will see as they watch the semi-finals or the grand finals, I think they've done a really good job of kind of balancing that and reflecting that. And there's some really beautiful moments peppered throughout the show.
Yeah, I bet it's quite emotional in
Yeah,
part
really
as well. Sam, my goodness, 12 months since you did your amazing performance that we all loved. And, you know, life has changed so much, I can imagine, since then. How's it been, you know, when you reflect on it? How are you feeling now?
Well, it's, you know, like to echo what Graham was saying, we've been traipsing around the Liverpudlian streets, haven't we? Like, you know, I mean, and it just feels amazing to be back here. A definite like case of deja vu, like seeing all of the branding and the Eurovision hearts around, and it's just so cool seeing everyone excited because there is a palpable energy of everyone just getting on board with this thing that's been there for a long time, you know, and maybe hasn't been like paid so much attention to, but like there are smiles everywhere, man.
And also no pressure on him this year.
Yeah,
he must be having the best time.
I'm floating around here.
Graham, what do you
I
think?
even wore slippers. I'm stoked.
What do you think was so special about Sam's performance that drew so many votes?
Well, I think it was a perfect example of why it is so hard to do well in Eurovision, because it's got to be that. It's got to be, you know, Sam is this amazing charismatic performer, but also the staging was great, the song was great, it was placed well in the running order on the night. Everything has to come together to do well in this competition, and last year was such a great example of that.
Oh, you completely pulled it out of the bag. But good news, because, I mean, you've got tons of followers. Loads of them are here already. We can
I
hear
thought you said tens of followers.
Tens.
A bit rude.
Tens.
I was stoked.
Tens of fans have gathered.
And the good news, Sam, you're going to be performing. You're back on the stage on Saturday.
Yeah.
Now then, tell us, let us into the secret. It's only friends here.
I
What
ain't
can
gonna
we
tell you
expect?
anything. You know I'm not going to tell you anything.
Come
we
on,
had this
Sam.
discussion 12 months ago.
Outfit.
Outfit, can't tell you. What I can tell you, I can tell you the song. It's called Mountain. Wrote it on my couch, but and that's a bit of a rubbish fact. But the performance is way more like inspiring, hopefully, than just a couch performance. It's written and inspired by people that have been supporting this project and the team behind this project since prior to those wonderful 12 months. People. Last time I was speaking to you guys, I told you what Eurovision meant to myself and meant to so many others, and it's about that togetherness, that inclusivity, and to have the opportunity to come back and sing on that stage once again I respect it like, with all of my heart, and I want to make sure that I use that opportunity to really show people what that it's so special to me, Eurovision.
I can
you know?
see you're getting quite emotional.
How different is a performance of a new single
You're
like this?
trying to weed it out of me, look.
No, I know, but how different is a performance like this of the new single as opposed to, you know, singing for your country?
It's important that for me the energy isn't going to sing your new single, because for me, like, going to do something to try and get people to stream a song or download a song, like, for me it feels soulless. Like, there's so much more that you can do with that stage, like that. 3.5 minutes, we get 3.5 minutes this time. Tell you what, that 30 seconds is important. But so I'm going to try and tell you without telling you, but the people we've got involved in this performance are just such fabulously amazing human beings. Their stories and what they've been through in their life, what they have been resilient against, and the trauma that we all carry, but that we do not let define us. That's what this song is about. It's about seeing the problems in your life and these obstacles, but not saying that those obstacles are mountains. You are the mountain, and down in the valley below is all that you've overcome.
He's good, isn't he?
Very
He's
good.
brilliant. No wonder you're an ambassador, Sam. There we go.
Can't wait to see it. All right, Sam's new single Mountain is out on Friday, and Graham will be hosting and commentating on Saturday night from 8 o'clock, BBC One and iPlayer.
And now then, still to come tonight, Will Poulter tells us what it was like to be up in space, man, in the new Guardians of the Galaxy film.
See what you did there. And the real behind-the-scenes story of what happened the last time the UK hosted Eurovision back in 1998.
Yes. But first, we have to mention the coronation weekend. It was fabulous, wasn't it? We've had lots of lovely pictures of your street parties across the country. And of course, last Tuesday, Dame Mary Berry crowned Adam Handling's majestic chicken pie as your one-show winning coronation dish. And it appeared on so many of your tables because it was easy to make, but really tasty.
Adam's week got even better when he got to present his dish to the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, and it went down a treat.
Today I'm in Cranley in Surrey with my winning coronation dish, the majestic chicken pie.
The coronation dish is the majestic chicken pie.
A huge thank you to everyone who voted. It's been amazing to see people incorporate it into their own coronation celebrations across the UK, including the Eden Project, the birthplace of the Big Lunch.
Chicken pie is absolutely gorgeous.
At this coronation Big Lunch at Cranley, it's gone down a treat.
That's nice. Oh, that's yummy.
And there's even been some very special guests. The Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. How are you? Lovely to meet you. Let's hope my pie gets the royal seal of approval.
You can do the honours.
Saucy.
Saucy.
What do you reckon?
Very good.
Yep. That's very good. Excellent. Well done.
It's been a real privilege to spend the day here in Cranley, serving up my dish to everyone. And however you've been celebrating this bank holiday weekend, I hope it's been full of great food and great cheer.
So pleased for Adam, and the pie didn't just get the royal thumbs up, oh no. Thanks to everyone who sent in photos of their versions as well, including lovely Fiona in Norfolk. There she is.
Oh, there she is. You had a street party?
We did. It was brilliant. But
Did you bake a few pies?
Well, I didn't. I just took fizz and crisps.
Good plan.
Because it's a crowd pleaser.
Always. Let's meet our next guest, who's joining one of Marvel's most popular super teams on an intergalactic adventure. Has a costume worthy of any Eurovision party.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Please welcome Will Poulter.
Good to see you, Will.
Hiya, Will. Well, thank you for popping
folks.
into our green room in London. You've obviously got the key under the mat then. Let yourself in.
I did, thank you so much. And I've eaten all the snacks, I hope that's okay.
Oh, well, no,
Ideal.
not great.
Help yourself.
Now, Will, the last time we saw you on the One Show, you were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, but it was very, very secretive. It's out now, it's in cinemas. Let's take a look.
We were always searching for a family until we found each other. Are you ready for one last ride?
We'll all fly away together into the forever.
Incredible. Okay, Will, this is the third Guardians of the Galaxy. You are the new guy. Tell us about your character, because you're literally the golden child.
Yeah, well, definitely the new guy. Golden Child is something I don't know whether I can live up to, but yeah, this is, you know, just like the first two movies in the sense that it's a perfect blend of comedy and drama. You know, I think central to the movie is the kind of theme of family, and I've managed to kind of crowbar my way in as what is initially, I guess, a kind of threat to the Guardians, and thankfully I'm able to explore like a little bit of a character arc during the course of the movie, where I sort of mature somewhat and my relationship to the Guardians changes. It's difficult to talk about kind of Marvel stuff without wading deep into you know, spoiler territory, but also central to the themes of this movie is Rocket's kind of origin story, and with him as kind of something of the co-leader with Chris Pratt's character, Peter Quill.
Well, it's an incredible move. Joining the Marvel Universe, it's something that's with you for life now. How was it when you got the call?
It was bizarre, to be honest, you know, but I feel very, very grateful. I mean, I was a fan, you know, from the outside looking in, and I think the scale and scope of the movie kind of scared me initially. You know, so as excited as I was to get that call, I was also pretty apprehensive, but any apprehension kind of quickly melted away when I got on set, and I just discovered what a nice group it is. It really is a very, very special group of people who make it across the cast and crew, and as the new guy, they made me feel very welcome, so grateful for that.
Now, I don't know, Graham, whether you've seen it, right? But this is the thing. Will looks incredible, Sam, in his gold, right? Physically, costume, all of it. Now, how much pressure is on you, Will, as an actor, to kind of, you know, hit the gym and look Marvel ready, if you like, for films like this?
You know, it's interesting. I mean, I can't really have too many complaints in the sense that what would have, you know, I think ordinarily been a really, really kind of heavy lift, for want of a less kind of punny phrase, was made pretty easy, you know, on me by Marvel, you know, and also the team of trainers that I had. I had a wonderful group of people kind of taking me through the process in a way that was natural and safe, and kind of critically didn't erode at my mental and physical health long term, because I think you know, this was for a very specific purpose. It was me trying to play a superhero my best shot. So it's not necessarily a kind of process I'd recommend to anyone in their kind of day-to-day life. But the only thing I would recommend is going about it in a safe way, in a natural way, and taking stock of your mental health through the process, because it's tough and it can be a strain.
Now, music plays a big part in all of these films. In the first two, the 70s and 80s were the theme. This film, it plays heavily on the 90s. It's very exciting.
Yes. Yeah, very exciting. An amazing era for music.
Great era for music, the 90s. yeah.
Are you on the soundtrack?
No.
What? Life is a roller coaster, it's not there.
How far out in space are they?
Graham's favourite 90s tune?
Oh, anything by Sinead O'Connor.
Yes.
From Nothing Compares Right On. I love her. Yeah.
Sam, Boyzone.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Boyzone.
No, it's fine.
And Boyzone.
Listen. Ronan's got to be in the next one. But have you got Runaway by the Chords in this one?
Oh.
That long pause suggests no.
Yeah. Do we? Yeah. Do we have that one? Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think we do.
No,
I like that we all went Irish.
Actually,
Chords,
great
Sinead,
shout.
Boyzone.
That's a good shout. Thank you, Will. You can catch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It's in cinemas right now.
Right then, let's get back to Eurovision. We are going to cast our minds back to 1997. Oh, Sam was 2 years old.
Wow, that's the year I hosted in Dublin.
Was it?
It was indeed. Katrina and the Waves won. Oh, there I am. Look at that. Look at the hair.
There's so much to unpick there in that photograph.
Katrina's hair is fab too. Katrina and the Waves won, which meant the following year the contest then went to the UK for a night that changed Eurovision forever.
It's 25 years since the UK last hosted the Eurovision Song Contest, here at the National Indoor Arena in Birmingham in 1998, fronted by Terry Wogan and Ulrika Johnson.
The most exciting Eurovision Song Contest for years and years.
Katrina and the Waves had won the year before in Dublin, which meant that we had the honour of hosting Eurovision for the 8th time.
An audience of 4,500 watched the event in the arena, including superfan Alistair Rendell from Bedford.
How did that day start for you?
I was picked up from the school gates by my parents. I was driven over to Birmingham. We abandoned my poor dad in a hotel on the M5, and me and my mum came into the city centre for the show itself. I still remember walking into the arena and seeing the stage all lit up in front of you. I wrote in my diary, the best day of my life so far.
I mean, you were 16. You had a lot of life left.
You never forget your first. You never forget your first Eurovision.
And the performances were memorable. Rehearsals had been taking place for days beforehand, with teams from every country wanting the best for their acts, particularly the Greek composer, who was very passionate about his song.
6 shots to give a beat to the music. Stop, please.
Some acts were notable not just for their song, but also for their stage antics, like German singer Gildo Horn. But Israel's Dana International wowed the crowd. Terry had been commentating since 1971, but was hosting on stage for the first time.
Hold it down to a dull roar. The rest of Europe thinks the British are reserved.
Terry's son Mark was right here in the arena on the night.
To sort of actually come to a Eurovision and see how it was done and see him at work was very special at the time.
How big a deal was it for him to host here?
Well, I think he was quite open and honest about the fact that he thought it was very silly, but he also loved it. He was very excited about being part of it, and he had a very special suit made for the evening, which was a 3-piece number. He opened the show with Ulrika, and then he had to run to the commentary box. And I remember him saying he was quite out of breath by the time he got there. I think I'm correct in saying that the BBC have hosted it more than any other country. Back in '98, it was an extraordinary spectacle. The way that the BBC staged it as a show changed how everybody staged it after that. And it then grew and became much more important.
After our win in '97, hopes were high. It was down to singer Imani, the first black artist to represent the UK.
You're now performing to 25 countries, 100 million viewers, I was told. That's different feelings than just going out on a gig and being me. It was being, I had to be a bit more than me, I had to be Great Britain. I ended up second, which was amazing. I hadn't even dreamed of being that far up.
Only Dana International could keep Imani off the top spot.
Just a little hiatus here, ladies and gentlemen.
We can't find them.
Just a moment's hiatus. Obviously, the winners are celebrated not wisely, but too well. We're trying to prize them from the green room.
Is it something that still, makes you happy?
It's an honour. It's an absolute honour to represent Great Britain. I'm very, very touched that I did so well, so I'm really proud to be a part of that history.
And it's our turn again to make history this year. So, bring it on, Liverpool.
Oh,
brilliant.
I know, it's making us excited, isn't it? Building it all up. Now, we saw Sir Terry doing the run, the sprint from stage to commentary. Are we ready? You've got the trainers on?
I've got the trainers. I've timed it. It's a minute 40 coming down the stairs. Unless I fall and then it's less.
A minute 40 just coming down?
Yeah. Going up, there's no rush going up. I can take my time.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
You'll be ace. That's all from us tonight. Tomorrow, Graham's Eurovision co-host Julia Sarnina and the UK's 1992 entry, Michael Ball.
Oh, there he is. Enjoy tonight's semi-final here on BBC One, 8 o'clock. Have a lovely evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See ya. Excellent. Well done, guys.